Hello everybody and welcome to my video today. On Thursdays this month, what we're going to do is gift card holder cards. So I thought this would be fun. I saw a couple of these. I don't remember if I got one or if I just saw it and I thought, oh, these would be so fun. Remember last month on Thursdays, I did fun fold cards. So what I have found out about these gift card holders that I've been doing is they are often a lot like a fun fold card. So even if you don't want to create a gift card holder, then you can totally just use it as a card. You don't have to do the gift card holder part. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to be using some celebration items today. Now this is the very last month to get your free celebration items. For every $50 you spend, you get to pick out a free item that will come directly from Stampin' Up. Let me insert a photo here of all of the items that you can get for celebration. So you can see there are a few items that have sold out. My guess is that the designer paper that I'm going to be working with today will sell out before the end of the month. So if you're interested in any of these items that you see, make sure you place your order. So let's go ahead and let me show you items I'm going to be using today. I'll be using this stamp set here, Sending You Thoughts. And I love this sentiment set because of the fonts. I really think they're really pretty and just the way that they're put together. So I love that. And then I'm going to be using some of this designer paper. This is the paper that I'm pretty sure will probably sell out. It has this foiled texture to it. I'm going to show you some coloring on it, and then we're going to do some, I'm going to cut some of this out to show you how I'm going to use it. This is really, really beautiful. So we're going to be using that, and then we're using two of the patterns here. So I have my card base and stuff already cut, and so let me show you what I've done for that. For our card base, what you're going to do is cut a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this is just going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's just a piece. There's nothing, it's not folded or anything. And then what you're going to do is take the color of your choice. I'm going to be using these, this color here. This is Coastal Cabana, and it's a beautiful blue. And what I've done is this piece here, let's get the right measurements. This piece here is going to be 5 1/4 this way. So you need 5 1/4. So on here, we'll just add this piece to this piece. So that will create your card, which is a fun way to create a card. It's going to give you a little bit more of just dimension. So what you'll want to do is just make sure that this is right in the middle. It's just like adding a card layer, because this is going to be 4 by 5 1/4, and so you'll have that nice border, but then you'll open it up like so. So we can set this piece aside. Let me show you how I did the coloring on here. I'm not going to do all of the coloring. I'm just going to give you an idea of what I did with the coloring, because I already have this piece colored. And so I'm going to be using this piece to cut it out and finish our card. So I chose Bermuda Bay. And then I chose a light pool party. And then Granny Apple Green is what I chose to do the leaves. So here's my blends right here. And I think I might need to grab my new ones because I think these are pretty dry. So we'll go ahead and do this one right here. And these are really easy to color. I like to start with my light blend first and lay down some color. You can go right over the foiled part if you want. I tend to not go right over the foiled part, but it doesn't affect your marker or the coloring if you do so. The reason I like our blend markers, these are alcohol-based markers, And the reason I love them is because they give you this smooth colored look. So even you can see I'm going back and forth, and it still is very smooth. You're not getting a lot of lines that you will sometimes get when you're using other types of markers. And I'm not great at coloring. So I like something that's gonna be easy and is gonna do a lot of the work for me, and I'm not gonna feel like I have to really know what I'm doing. And these are perfect for that. So I like to lay down that light color first. And then with your dark color, now I definitely like using the brush tip a lot better than I like using the fine tip. And that is because I just feel like I have a little bit more control in how I'm laying the color down. So I'm laying dark color right at the base of the petal. And so then this would be the start of another petal, and then right here is the start of another petal. So you lay that dark in, and then you come back with your light. Let me see, I think this is pretty dried up. Yeah, and the tip is pretty bad. Then you come back with your light and go right into that dark color. And see, I'm going into the dark and pulling it out. And that's how we're gonna get that nice blended color. And then do that with each of the petals. Go into the dark and then pull it up. And that's how you're gonna get that beautiful shaded color. So let's do another one. Let's do this one right here by it. So we'll go in with this light color. Again, if I was using the brush tip of it, it would be probably a lot easier. But you can see, even as I go back and forth here, and I'm not doing this terribly careful, you can see it still dries very smooth. It doesn't have a lot of stroke lines in there where you might get that from other markers. So then let's go in with our dark and put some here at the base of this petal. And then we'll come in with our light again and go into the dark and pull that out to blend it. That also saturates the paper when you do the first color of light. It gets into those paper fibers and saturates it and makes it easier to blend. So then what I did is I just went in with my light pool party and I did all around the floral image. Now, you don't have to do this if you're gonna cut out your flower, because you're gonna cut off that light blue piece. But if you're using this as a background piece, if you're gonna maybe cut it up and use it in strips, you can do that. So then let's go in and do a couple of the leaves just so you have an idea of how each of the colors worked. I think on these I can use my brush tips. So we'll go in with light. Leaves are the easiest way to learn to use blends because you naturally know where the dark places are on a leaf. And you know that just by the way they're drawn or the way they're on this paper. You can just follow that. So we have 3 leaves here. So now I'm gonna go in with the dark and I'm gonna add the dark right where the lines are. So right there, right here, I'm just gonna follow those. So right down the middle. You can see as I go over the foiled part, it doesn't affect the design at all because that part is slick, so it almost just resists the ink. So you can see that I just added the dark there, and then I'll go in with my light again, and this I can just go right over it. I don't have to follow any pattern or anything. I'm just gonna go in and color over that dark part. It's gonna help blend the dark part out and spread that ink, and then you get that beautiful shading. So it's super easy. What I chose to do with this one is I did the Bermuda Bay and then the Granny Apple Green, and then for these pieces here, I went ahead and added another color and I did Flirty Flamingo. So now what we can do is go ahead and cut out what we're going to use. I want something that's going to interact with the edge. So like this one would be good because it will interact with the edge, and you'll see that on my card design. So I'm just going to take my snips here, and I'm just going to you don't even have to be very precise, especially if you've added that light blue. It will give it a little bit more color, but it's very easy to cut this out. I'm just fussy cutting it, and I'm going to get this whole floral image and this piece that interacts with the edge. So I'll cut this out, and then I'll be right back, and I'll show you how we're going to finish up the card. Okay, so you can see on this piece here, I accidentally colored the green here. I thought this was a leaf, and it's actually part of another flower that was cut off, but it was kind of hard to tell since this portion was cut off. I just went with it. I don't think it's horrible. It just looks like another leaf, and then the flower starts, and I'm not too worried about it. I don't think anybody's going to be analyzing the card all that much. Okay, so now what I have here is I have this piece, and I want to cut this down a little bit. I think I just want it at maybe 3 inches, maybe 2.5. And then I'm going to do it at 4 inches and just make sure that is right. And then we're going to add it right here. Now, you could add your color. You could add more color here. This would be a great design to just add some colors in these stripes. You can see how you could do that. And it could add a little bit of something. So, and then you're going to add your floral piece where it interacts with the bottom of your card. See that? That's why we wanted that bottom piece. You could also color a bunch of pieces and then just cut it off. I really wanted it to interact with the bottom here. And then I'm taking this sentiment here. We're going to use some black ink, and we're going to stamp our sentiment. We're going to pop this up. So let me stamp the sentiment first, just like so. And then we'll pop this piece up. I have dimensionals on here. We'll put this right on here, just like so. And now let me just show you. You can do this as just a card. So here it is, just a card. Or by simply adding some more designer paper and putting your adhesive on the edges, you can create a pocket for a gift card. So I wanted to show you both ways. Now on this one, I also added some beautiful paper here. So you can do it either way. I feel like when it's a gift card holder, adding that extra pizzazz right there really makes the project pop. So both ways, they're very easy to do. So you either have a gift card holder with your gift card, or you have a regular card where you can write a sentiment. So I loved making this. On Thursdays, I'll be focusing on gift card holders. I hope that you will enjoy those, and I'll be back tomorrow with Memory Keeping Friday. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will chat with you later.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and watching my videos. Here are 2 other of my most recent videos. I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will catch you in my next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day.